Hey guys, Dan's back for another show, as he likes to call them. And a lot of you, all of you, have been asking about a engagement story, details about the ring, and I thought it would also be kind of fun to share some of that. Also do a little husband, boyfriend, fiance tag. I printed out 2 different tag, a list of questions, and I thought I would mix them up a little just to keep it somewhat light and some serious mixed into. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm jacked up.
Really? Mm-hmm. I didn't tell him any of the questions.
I didn't even know I was going to be on this show till 5 minutes ago.
He was working from home and I was like,
20 minutes
Can we just film really quick and just take a break?
Wait, so what are we doing here? We're just gonna...
I'm just going to ask you questions and we'll see how well you know me.
Please.
Question number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Where did we meet?
We met at Ruby Tuesday. I was a better server.
Oh my god. I was a better bartender.
Yeah, right. That's why they made me the bartender first.
You were just, they just wanted to try, and then I was such a good server that they were like, you should try your hand at bartending, yeah, right. And then they never put you on the schedule.
They asked me to be a bartender before you.
Because you were the first one they started, they didn't know anything about you. And then they replaced you with me.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding. But we met at Ruby Tuesday in college 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. Where was our first date?
Oh, it was Outback.
Second date?
It was Outback. We went to Outback, but then our...
Well, which never now would have never be my first choice, but I was like, okay, whatever you want. Well,
the second first date.
Was a local, like, bar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was...
Type place.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
We dated in the past. A lot of you know that already. But we dated for about a year and a half in college. And... it was good relationship. It was really bad timing because we were both in college, but he was a single dad of a 2-year-old and I just freaked out. I just wasn't ready for that kind of commitment. So we went our separate ways and then we rekindled.
You came back crawling.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I reached out to him like 7 years later for some advice because I knew he'd been through the stuff that I had to go through, and then
advice.
Everything just kind of, it was advice, okay? It was very innocent. It was good advice. And then he just
It's alright, I'm glad she called me.
It just became a good thing. First impression. I know, you could say what your first impression of me, and then I'll tell you my first impression of you.
My first impression of you?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I have to get with that. I need to make that girl my wife.
You didn't really say that.
I was thinking that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you just took my breath away.
Okay, and I thought...
You really did. You took my breath away.
Really?
Yeah.
And I thought you were very cocky and a little full of himself. But it turns out that actually it ended up being very attractive to me because he was very confident, but it wasn't arrogant. It just came off that way. Mm-hmm. But I really like that. To this day, he carries himself very, very well. She's sitting in front of the TV. What is on the screen?
Probably The Housewives.
Which
or
one?
The Bachelor. Housewives of New Jersey. Come on.
Yeah. Or Beverly Hills.
Well, that's not really a tough question because I watch some of those shows with you too. So.
He does. The Bachelor's like
I can't wait for season finale tonight.
Bachelor?
I know who wins.
Stop. I didn't peek. I don't want him to tell me.
That's why I want to get my work done.
I know, so we can go watch. Okay. You're out to eat. What kind of dressing does she get on her salad?
Ooh, oil and vinegar.
Every time. Yeah. Okay, this is a good one. What shoe size do I wear?
Ooh.
I bet you he doesn't know that.
8.
8.5.
Close enough, right?
Close. We go out to eat. What do I get to drink?
Water.
What's my heritage? Where am I from?
You're Greek and Italian. Well,
if you would have got that wrong, literally, I would have kicked you out of our house.
You're Greek and Italian, but you're a pretend Italian.
He always says that.
You're a fake Italian.
And you're a real Italian?
Yes.
His family's a little more intense Italian than mine.
Not intense. We actually speak Italian. We have the
gravy sauce battle.
Oh my god.
At least once a week in our house. I grew up on it being gravy, and they will insist that it's
not gravy. It's tomato sauce.
It's just gravy. And I grew up with people, even when I was younger, saying gravy's what you put on turkey, but that's just how I was raised. My mom calls it gravy.
My family, I'm first generation Sicilian. So my family came off the boat.
I don't know what generation I am.
You're probably like 4th or 5th. My mom was born there. I think we know what we're talking about.
Okay. He's a little bit more Italian than me, but anyway. What could she spend hours doing?
Oh my God, getting ready to go to bed. It's the worst. It's the worst.
I thought you were gonna say getting ready.
No. It's like a ritual.
It's not a ritual. It's a skincare routine. You guys will understand. Most people will understand.
It takes like it seems like hours.
It's 10 minutes, literally.
Like seriously, to go to bed.
I have to wash my face.
That long to go to bed.
Cleanse, exfoliate, tone, moisturize.
To look that beautiful,
I try.
You have to.
It's a thing.
I know.
I can't go to bed without.
I'd rather you take care of yourself than not.
One pet peeve about me, and I'll say one about you. I know it's going to be really hard for you, but you can try to figure out one.
There's so many.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, the one pet peeve that I have, we talked about it the other day.
I feel like I know what this is.
The garbage cans in the garbage cans.
That's so much more lighthearted than I was thinking you were gonna say.
The garbage cans. I'm the garbage man in my house. Okay.
I don't like taking garbage.
Well, the garbage overflows. Okay, we have garbage, especially in the bathroom, that is on the side of the garbage because it doesn't fit.
We have little cans. I just need to buy bigger cans.
The garbage out when it's full.
I know. I thought you were gonna say that when I say I'm gonna be 10 minutes, like editing or something.
Oh yeah, that's
turns into like an hour. Literally, he'll be like, okay, how long do you need to finish that? And I'll say an hour, and he'll say, so like an hour and a half then?
Yes.
Or how long are you gonna be? 10 minutes, so I'll see you in 20?
Yeah.
I just get so caught up.
Yeah, she has no sense of time.
It's hard for me to just like break.
No sense of time.
When I'm on a roll with stuff. I know a pet peeve about you.
Oh yeah.
Do you think you can predict what I might say? It's not even that serious, and it doesn't even really affect me that much. It's just.
I'll know once you say it, because I've been on. No. Go ahead, tell me.
He forgets everything.
Oh.
Like his things, like his wallet, his keys, and his phone. At least twice a day I hear, have you seen my wallet? Where are my keys? And there's been so many times. We literally drove back to the restaurant today because he left his debit card there last night. And how about the time? That my dad had to come over and help us break into his car because he thought that he left his keys in the car when really they were in the Macy's dressing room at the mall.
All right.
Every time.
He also didn't
forget. Those are like the three main things.
She declined to tell you that we went to get my wallet today, my credit card today, on the way to the dealership.
This is not fair.
To pick up 50 miles to a dealership to pick up a car that broke down. And I spent 2 hours trying to figure out why it broke down. And then the dealership calls me and says that the problem was that it ran out of gas.
Okay,
They put $35 of gas in it.
Sidebar. Wait, can we just tell the story really quick? I've never done that in my life of 16 years of driving. I've never ran out of gas. But what happened was, I don't even know what happened to this day. My mom and I took a trip to Short Hills Mall last week. And I know
what happened. You didn't put gas in the car.
I took his car, which is a rental, and it's a hybrid, and I drove it, and before we left, he said, you need to get gas. So I put the thing in the thing, and I started pumping, or so I thought, and it clicked off really fast. And I remember him saying, oh, this car really doesn't take a lot of gas. It said $20. I was like, oh, it only took $20. We drove on our way, and then like 40 miles in, it just died. And we were literally stranded on the side of the road in 105-degree heat, and I thought because it was a hybrid or whatever, I didn't know how it was working, and it turns out he said that I didn't put gas, and I was like, yes I did, and I went to pull up my credit card to show, and the charge wasn't there. So I don't know what happened. I could have sworn that I pumped gas though that day. I'm really not that much of an airhead.
So yeah, we drove 50 miles.
We're both guilty. Okay, fine, but that's like a rare thing. I don't know what was going on in my head that day. I was just so excited to get to Short Hills. This one's easy. Who's her best friend? Favorite music?
Your favorite music? Ooh. You like everything. Oh, country. You like country and gospel.
Yeah.
And the gospel stuff.
Yeah. If she was collecting anything, what would it be?
Shoes.
You bake her a cake for her birthday. What kind of cake? If you get this wrong.
Oh. Red velvet.
Thank you.
I know all those answers. These are some tricky ones.
What is one unique talent she has? I don't have any talents. What would I eat every day if I could? I don't even know the answer to that.
What would you eat? Vegetables. Bird food. Bird food. That's what you eat. Bird food.
I like salad.
She eats very clean though. That's one of the things I like.
Eating clean. Oh, who said I love you first and where were we?
Oh, you definitely said I love you first.
I definitely did not.
The first time we dated in college, she said I love you first. And then the second time, she was thinking it, but I said it first.
Where were we?
In a car in front of my parents' house.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I do remember. Wow, you have a good memory.
I don't forget.
That's impressive. Where was our first kiss and how was it?
Ooh, the second kiss or the first?
The second kiss.
Yeah, but the first was pretty good. It was in her parents' house in the laundry room as I was leaving.
Miss Scarlett with the knife in the laundry room. As I was leaving,
and then the second was outside a restaurant.
I went in for it.
She did go in for it. She was the aggressor.
I got caught up.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to touch on?
No, I love you.
I love you too. Do you want to talk a little bit about our engagement story?
We have a really nice walking path by our house. So I was gonna take her to like go for a run. So I had this plan about like, let's go for a run. And you know, there's a church there, so there's just a good setup there.
Initially, my mom had invited us for dinner that night, which I just thought was a normal like Friday night. And we were gonna go work out and then go have dinner at my parents'. So when he called on his way home, he said, why don't you take the kids to your parents' house so they're there already and then we'll go work out. And in my head, I thought he meant when I get home, we'll drop the kids at your parents and then go work out. Well, he thought that I was bringing the kids there so that when he got home, it was just me. So when he walked in the door and the kids were still home, I threw a monkey wrench in his plan.
I was like, what's going on here? Get home and she's over there watching The Housewives. and I'm like, wait a minute, like, and she's like dressed nice, like to go out to eat. It's like flabbergasted that nothing, that the kids are still there. Then I started acting really weird. I started telling her I had to talk to her about something. I was like panic mode, and then she thought something seriously bad has happened.
Really bad. I thought something was wrong.
So the walk was about a half a mile.
And he said, well, let's bring the kids.
I said, let's bring the kids.
And then
so now it's like, all right, well, I have to figure something out. Because it's like a half a mile of houses to where I wanted to go. I didn't want to get on my knee in front of somebody's house. So we're walking the path, and I'm trying to milk it as long as I can.
And I was at this point just like, you are scaring me. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, she thought I was like gonna drop a bomb or something. Yeah. So I was, but in a good way.
Yeah, I did.
So we're walking, and prior to us leaving, I was able to sneak the ring to my son, and he kind of knew what was going on, but he didn't know I was gonna do it then until I slipped it to him. So we got to the spot, and then finally I told Louie to show her what I was. So then I did it there, and it worked out better because we had the kids and we had Jake.
And Louie ended up filming it on his phone.
Louie ended up filming it,
which you didn't even tell him to do. He just took it upon himself, which I'm so grateful for because now we have that.
Totally not expecting it. No. We had a good night, and
then he planned this whole surprise, like a party at this restaurant that we had our first date at, and all of our family came and our friends were there, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming at all, but I'm so glad it happened the way that it did because it was a huge good surprise.
Yeah.
I just thought for sure it was gonna be like a weekend trip or like something that I would be like, it's coming.
I knew I always wanted to marry her, even the first time we dated.
Really?
Yeah. So
we broke up the first time right before when we were ending it and decided to end it. I remember saying to him, I wish I met you later on in life. Just the
meant
timing.
To be, like it was just like the culmination of like such a long period of time. What did I say to you? What did I say? I'll never find someone like you.
Like you, and I was like, yes, you will. You'll find. Maybe not as good. No, I'm just kidding. But we just like ended there. Like it was a very clean break. I feel like that's we needed because it was really hard. But I just knew I wasn't ready to be a mom at 22, and we were still in college, so it was really hard. And I never ever would have expected it to come around full circle.
No, but it's amazing how it did. It was just like it was meant to be.
Yeah, and I feel like he was always an amazing boyfriend, human being, but I didn't appreciate it, I don't think, the first time. And now, like, I don't take a second of it for granted, which I also think if I didn't go through the crap that I did.
Yeah, things happen for a reason.
Leading up to it, I would have never like.
And I went through my own stuff too. I went through my own things too, and it was hard. And throughout my years, nobody ever matched up to her. Ever. So
we say too, like, even if we would have stayed together back then, we wouldn't have made it.
I don't think so.
Because we both changed a lot and grew a lot, and I think like needed different things from one another, from a partner in a relationship that I didn't know that I needed back then, that I know that I really need now, that you are. So the ring, a lot of people were asking about, he pretty much designed the entire thing by himself. I told him that I wanted rose gold and I did not want a diamond, and I had shown him the morganite that I really, really liked because it just complemented it really well. And
yeah, I was so impressed by when I saw it. I said, "This is perfect. Exactly what you wanted."
It's like beyond. He knows me better than anyone. I was just like flabbergasted by it because it couldn't have been more perfect in my own mind. You knocked it out of the park, and I'm obsessed with it. And I'm obsessed with you. So we'll wrap it up there.
Now I have to get back to work.
Womp womp. And we're gonna get ready for JoJo's.
Well, not if
happy ending, hopefully.
Not if I don't work.
I know.
Not if I can't get done with my work.
It's hard when he works from home because I just want to like talk to him and bother him, and it's distracting.
Yes. It's okay. You're very distracting.
I mean, it's just hard that you're here and I can't come talk. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you in our next show.
Yeah.
Bye. A little strand of sparkles, and they're kind of like a taupey gold sparkle, and then it's done on a black leather cord, so you can